Alright, so last time you guys had finished off the little side trip dealing with Zairen's past coming up to him after dealing with a necromancer that had been having some issues placed upon the northern area, though they really say it's just the north of Linares. With that necromancer defeated, it seems that they were also either under the control, employ, or side by side with the Naga, possibly weakening their power as they continue to harass the areas near rivers. However, that is not too much in your quest right now, as you are continuing to head towards the north to get to the metropolis of Esterilia. And to that aim, the next place you need to be traversing is that of the Aria mountain range. After talking with some people here and there, you finally got up to Rutstek. Fan noise! I don't even have a fan on!
It's something. I don't know what it is exactly. Maybe it's just me.
I mean, there's wind.
Maybe it's that, 'cause it's gone now. It's odd.
And ending up at Rutstek, you're able to find a guide at the tavern, though we're quite against the idea of paying for saving a few days and headed to sleep. However, it seemed like fate had other ideas for you, however, as Drazenka seemingly had either vision or visit. Though possibly a visit, as it made her room especially cold, and Al could even hear some murmuring from the adjacent room. After speaking with her in the evening and then talking to the rest of the group in the morning, you decided to be either best or just want to be friendly to your friend to listen to the voices of her deity. As such, she got the employ of the local Ronso, who introduced themselves as Pharaoh Shaver. The price to go all the way across the mountain with her was 20 gil, and you happily paid that. Though she did say that you would be taking a stop at the Ronso village in the mountains, as it is the most safest place to be resting on the midway point. And with Pharaoh in tow, you sold a few things, bought a few things, and made your way towards the base of the mountain. And before starting to go up there, you did have your character Churgabers transformed into their cold versions, as well as Drazenka casting Endure Elements on pretty much everyone. So we'll begin as Drazenka. Can you click the Endure Elements button just so I can have a quick read over it?
Can do.
Alright. With the aid of that spell, you're actually just within the temperature of that spell. As for Drazenka, did you have a bonus, or did you ignore a specific temperature?
I have immunity to cold weather between 40 to 0 Fahrenheit. So if it's below 0 Fahrenheit, then I would have to start rolling. But I think I still got bonus.
Right, then give me a roll. Should be Fortitude.
That's a bad roll.
Would you want any of the cold weather stuff? Like the clothing and
I would have cold weather clothing, so if that gives me it, I don't remember what that gives me.
It's +2, I think, normally.
Yes, I would have the I have the cold weather outfit.
If you are wearing that, that does give a bonus. I
So
think
it's
it is 4.
+6 then.
I'll just
at least.
check.
+4 from my racial and whatever else the clothing gives me.
Oh no, it's +5, sorry.
Damn.
So +9, that's so 20 flat.
20 flat, alright. Okay,
Unnatural
as
20.
you begin the climb, both your thick fur and the furs that are on top of that via your clothing seemingly allow you to begin your journey up the mountain. However, everyone can certainly feel the cold breeze moving through. It is certainly a good idea you didn't come up here earlier, as they did mention blizzards, which would have made it even colder. And I am going to need a drive tech from Drzenka, because I'm sure you're the one driving.
I think it was Zaire on the driver's seat.
Oh, there's the Zion with the drive. You've proved me wrong. Alright.
I think I even put ranks into it for this specific reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna put some in next level, but you seem to have it.
With Zaire taking the reins, you're both able to calm the chocobos as well as direct them across the snowy and icy paths. Ahead of you, however, Pharaoh is essentially making tracks for you to follow into. Not exactly the easiest thing to do with two chocobos, but it's wide enough that you're able to follow what you could assume to be a road that has been covered over. And following in her stead, you find it very easy to go up this mountain. Maybe you should look into becoming a driver after all this business is done. A few hours will pass, at which point I'm going to need Drzenka to give me a fortitude save, please.
Uh-oh. +9 to that.
Alright, as the weather gets colder, the more you go up, you start to feel the furs across your body start to become a bit heavy just from the moisture in the air, as well as your body starting to shake all over. And whilst you do feel it is getting colder with every passing minute, you're still able to stave off any negative effects. And I'm then going to need everyone to give me a perception roll, please.
Around this time, feeling it get this cold, I'm gonna cast Enter Element on myself as well.
Alright.
Okay.
Home turf advantage.
Zaire is too busy getting the icicles out of his whiskers.
Okay. It would still be sunny, so we'll have the sunglasses on. Possibly good as well. If there's snow every so often, you'll shield your eyes a bit. And Zaire is really focused on driving. He's just looking straight at the floor, making sure the chocobos don't go anywhere else. However, both Al and Drzenka will see around the same point as Pharaoh does, as she calls back to you. As you are coming up to a waterfall in the mountain. And whilst it is quite rare to see a waterfall such high up, you can definitely see it is more of a slush than water, half frozen and making quite loud sounds as it hits against rock and wood. Right up to this point, the crashing of the waves, you can see that the snow seeps away on the edges of the mountain. Going down into a stream, you can roll knowledge geography, or if you have anything else you think would work for landscaping, you can say that instead.
Survival help.
You could roll survival, you get kind of a different outcome. Okay, Drazenka. For survival, you can definitely tell that it could be due to the waterfall itself, which may be new. It'd be hard to tell, or some local event has changed the shape of this part of the mountains. Pharaoh did mention before that with every blizzard, it does change the ways you got to go through, so this could be a part of that. However, Edwin, you can tell by the way that the mountain has been cut away and the snow has been moved that this was most likely due to the most recent blizzard, possibly shifting the snow and ice so much so it's made a ravine up top which allowed this water to pass through, the waterfall being something new. And up ahead, it may put two and two together. As you can see, a wooden bridge has been crashed down into the river, and parts of it are missing.
It looks like the recent blizzard has caused the local geography to shift. It's very likely this is what's caused the bridge to be out ahead of us. I suppose the question we have is now, how do we get the carriage across, or do we do that at all?
Well, we
Yeah,
can't
here-
afford to leave the carriage behind.
Indeed. I'm just thinking if we can't turn back. I take it this it would be impossible to turn the cart here, pretty much. 'Cause it's so
You won't be able
narrow.
to turn the cart around. You can back up, but be a bit of an issue to do so.
I suggest we dismount.
We've got ropes, don't we?
Yeah, should do.
How long is our rope?
50 foot, I think.
Who actually has rope? Because I don't think
I
I have
have.
any anymore.
I have rope.
I think there's rope
Pretty
in the climbers' kits.
Oh yeah, we got climbers kits. I'm pretty
I have
sure
rope
they've
as
got
well.
hammers, pitons, and rope.
I suggest we dismount and have a quick bit of a closer look. It's possible this is an ambush. Would we know if the Naga would be around river systems like this? Because this isn't connected to their main route, is it?
They're also cold-blooded, aren't they?
I was thinking it's pretty unlikely, but
They did say earlier either through Pharaoh or somebody else. It'd be very rare to find a Naga up on the mountain. That's one of the reasons you came here, because the mountain would not have Naga on it. This would count as a river, but it is going down the mountain, and most likely it connects into one of the other rivers, but it'd be relatively hard to go upstream because it's rushing down a mountain, and it's also very cold.
that's fine. Let's have a look then.
If you are not too worried about timescale, you'll still reach the settlements. I just need a few moments to call upon Shiva.
Take a step
That's-
back.
Probably better than my idea.
As will depend on if you have faith within ropes or faith within the lady. Pharaoh will look over towards Drazenka. It might go quicker if I have aid.
Of course. What do you need?
All you need to do is repeat after me the verse I speak.
I shall do so. She has gotten us this far. I have roll the fate that she will help us get over this.
Vero reaches into her bag and pulls out a statuette of Shiva that she can hold within her palm. As she holds it to her chest, she tilts her head down and begins to pray. What is Drazenka doing?
Zenka will clutch her necklace and kind of mimic the pose, like clutch it close to her chest and also bow her head and similarly pray and just wait for Pharaoh's lead.
Vero will begin to intone. Empress of Ice, I call forth your ear.
Empress of Ice, I call forth your ear.
Your followers are beset by troubles near.
Your followers are beset by troubles near.
Our pilgrimage has been blocked, we fear.
Our pilgrimage has been blocked with fear.
We ask that you make the way cold and clear.
We ask that you make the way cold and clear.
The two Ronsa continue to chant and, you could say, a mumble to themselves. What are the rest of the party doing?
Zarin doesn't know what exactly to do, so he just is sitting over here with his butt on a rock right behind them. And even though he doesn't follow Shiva particularly, he's adding his prayers into. He's copying the two Shiva followers under his breath.
Edwin is sort of trying to survey the other side and trying to keep an eye out for any trouble coming. He's sort of distracted a little bit just by this display, but is trying to keep an eye out for anything either coming from the sky or the far bank specifically.
I was also just keeping an eye out. Not really much you can do with in terms of praying.
All right. As the waterfall continues to crash down, everyone can roll perception.
Josenka included.
You can do, yes.
Why did mine not roll?
You're too busy looking at the things. All right. The waterfall starts to get a bit louder and a bit more fierce. However, Edwin and Al, you will notice that droplets from the waterfall hit onto the remains of the wooden bridge. Every so often, they bounce up and down, and on their final hit on the wood, they solidify into ice. This continues and gets faster as more droplets hit to the wood, as well as the snow and rock around it. After a few minutes, the waterfall has created an icy bridge, bridging the gap from one side to the other.
Fascinating. Is there any way to know how this has been done, or is it very much like an act of faith that is not really well known? Because Edwin's all about the theory, but doesn't really know the practical of magic too well.
You're pretty sure this would not be able to happen naturally. It would possibly freeze over the bridge. It would not connect like this, and it would not be this neat.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know it's some kind of. Well, I'm assuming it's some kind of religious thing, but is there any way of knowing if this is like a spell that Pharaoh is casting, or if this is some kind of, to want of a better word, miracle?
As far as you can tell, she's not casting a spell.
Okay, interesting.
Where'd that bridge come from?
From a lady, of course.
I was just gonna squeeze by and try and touch the bridge. Damn it,
You
Chuckles,
touch it
move
with
out
your
the way.
hand or your foot?
She's touching with her hand. She's like touching the side of it.
As you touch the side of the bridge, it is especially cold, but as far as you can tell, sturdy.
This wasn't here a second ago.
Zaren's gonna see how slippery it is.
1d2 slippery.
It is not especially slippery. If anything, it's rather dry.
Oh,
Well, there's a bridge now. Now we can move.
I wanted to slide across it on my feet.
If you have complete confidence you won't go over the side, feel free.
No, it's too rough and dry that not it's not slick like I thought it was gonna be. Oh well.
Evan's going to throw a sort of not concerned but confused-ish glance back at Jazenka and Vero before getting back in the car.
It should be sturdy enough to move your carriage across.
How are the chocobos doing?
They're shaking a bit, but they are very much at ease within your hands.
All right. I was gonna throw a handle animal just to calm them down, but if they're at ease, then I won't do that.
As the cart rickety moves over the bridge, you can feel it is bumpy every so often. That could be due to your wheels with the spikes in it. But the carriage fits through relatively snugly. It is raised a bit on each side, though that's more for safety than anything. However, as you get up to here, tufts of snow and pebbles start to fall from the higher points of the mountain down onto this T-junction. Pharaoh moves her chocobo off to the side as she waves at you to be still.
What now?
I would not
Is
wish to
there
put
trouble?
your birds in harm, but there seems to be creatures amongst the mountains.
I was gonna jump down over to the front. Where?
It seems somebody broke the power cards. Everyone could roll perception because my thing is actually no, you won't be able to with those because those are power cards as well. Go reset those.
Press it from the sheet.
Alright, power cards
I
working.
want to
Yeah.
clear the odd one out.
As you come up to this point, and Pharaoh says that there are creatures amongst the mountain, Edwin, no, you're in the back. Only Drazenka can see this. Drazenka, as you look across the mountainscape, as Pharaoh pointed out, you will notice that on the northeast and northwestern rises, that there are two relatively large constellations of ice that are sparkling against the sun, and they are slightly moving, almost as if they are tracking where you are moving.
Looks like elementals.
Are they unfriendly?
Well, they seem to be tracking our movement, but hard to say from this distance.
Can we talk to them?
If they are to be elementals, they are not of ours. If they are tracking us like this and waiting at a junction, I would wager they are waiting for you to be in a cramped location to attack.
This is a prime location for an ambush.
I'm sorry, what's going on up there? Are we being attacked? Do we need to go and do something?
Well, Zarin wants to talk to them.
Talk to them?
It looks like some elementals on the mountain range tracking our movements, possibly waiting for an ambush.
Right, well, I suggest we all get out and go and deal with it then. If Zaire really wants to talk to them, fine, but typically they're not very friendly.
Nope.
Well,
and if
unless
they're trying
you
to
two
get the
can
jump
do
on
that.
us, why don't we get the jump on them?
But I think can you point one of them out to me? If somebody points one of them out, is Zarin able to see one eventually?
To your eyes, they're just like mounds of ice.
I don't think I see them. And if I can't see them, I can't really try to intimidate them.
I'm assuming even if we point it out to him, he's still not any help.
I mean, he can see the ice. He won't really see them as creatures.
They blend in quite well. This is their natural terrain after all.
Alright, Zarin's gonna draw his weapon and hop down with everybody else. Make room, ow.
As you make your way into the junction, the mounds of ice will start to shake as they will roll down the hills.
Well, it seems negotiations were short.
They shout out in a language only known to Edwin.
I stand corrected.
As everyone hears these creatures make snarls, yelps, and crashes of ice, whereas Edwin will know what they say.
Yoskaik apparently demands passage through the river. You give it with your magics. Can I'm sort of amused at that. Can I respond with what magics?
Do they want to use our bridge?
Try to find out.
They reply in snarls and crunches that only Edwin understands.
Yes, you're right. They want more of that. Whether you want to kowtow to sentient blocks of ice, that's entirely up to you.
No, because
As
they
for
didn't really
sentient
knowledge
blocks
them.
yeah, it is knowledge dungeoneering.
Can we aid if we don't have it trained?
No, you need to have it trained because you need to be able to succeed when you do trade aiding another.
Okay.
Alright, is that anyone with dungeoneering?
I have
Looks
one
like.
right.
Alright. As for the language, Edwin, since you know what the language is, you know they are speaking Undercommon.
Okay, cool.
And these are Mersus, crystal hounds with glowing blue eyes, and you can learn 3 traits.
Yeah, pretty good with that. I'm gonna start doing saves and stuff soon anyway.
Alright, you fine with the first 3?
Please. Unless anyone else has an idea.
It seems like a no. They are weak to fire and lightning. They have no immunities, and they are resistant to earth and ice by 5 points.
I'm sorry, but does anyone want to actually ask these things anything? They seem to just want that again, and Ed will point at the bridge.
I don't plan on
If-
giving them anything. Yeah, let us through, or they're just gonna die. Their choice.
They are free to use that bridge. I don't see a reason not to.
They want more than the bridge. They want whatever, however you did that, which he will sort of look between Ferro and Jazenka, because he's never really seen magic of that kind before. And they want more of it, but how much more, I couldn't tell you.
The creatures will shout again.
They want to swim the streams. We need mountains. They want you to make a mountain. You could try and make them a little rock or something to sit in. But in truth, I can't think of anything else. They aren't sentient the way that we can communicate fully with them.
Kind of glances at Pharaoh like, I suppose we could try, but I do not know how far the kindness of Our Lady will reach. She aided us over the crossing by giving us the bridge, but this is quite different.
Shiva puts us on our path. I don't know if these creatures follow her. They seem to want to use her power without giving any faith towards her. Though I don't recognize the creatures, they are new to the mountain as far as I am concerned.
So they are invasive then. I suggest we deal with them in the normal manner, unless you have some kind of connection to these creatures.
Most creatures amongst the mountain are normally hostile, but that is during heavy winds. It's possible these came with the last ones and haven't left with them. But if they're demanding passage through the streams, that is something new.
The name that they're referring to, if I say that out loud, does anyone recognise it at all? Oh, is it Yoskai?
Yoskaik.
Yoskai.
If you say that aloud, anyone can roll a knowledge dungeoneering.
Untrained?
Yes. Al has no clue. I don't even know if Al's paying attention to the conversation. She's just waiting to throw her axe at something.
Pretty much.
Whereas Zayun and Drazenka, you have the idea that Yoskaik isn't a very common humanoid name. Edwin, however, from how it's spoken and how it is just made, you're pretty sure that the name is more serpentine in nature.
You'll see Edwin's arrows narrow and say, these things may be working with something serpentine in nature, and I can only think of one kind of serpentine monster who has been ravaging the land.
I mean, Lamia are also serpents.
True, but I mean, we don't like those either, right?
Well, Lamia are a Pleiades. They're one of the monster tribes. Whatever they're called.
I get the impression that unless you can perform a miracle, unfortunately, we're going to
Beastman
have to go.
tribes.
We're going to have to go through them.
That's
I
something.
don't like the idea. I don't like the idea that they have organization. Odd.
Well, we know the Naga have trouble coming to the mountains because of temperature, so these beings might be their way of infiltrating this area.
Exactly.
Especially if they are new here.
So, shall we?
Zairin is going to attempt to approach the nearest one in an unassuming manner.
Can I safely in the comment that we'll do it. We just need to prepare the ritual.
I need you both to roll bluff.
I will roll that again because I can do that. 17 is.
Okay. They will speak. I was about to whisper Wedge. Wedge is not here right now. They will say that Edwin. Zyron, you can get towards me if you want to.
That was it, just set up that. Do what you need.
I don't have the feat for, or whatever I might need for what is it that causes them to be flat-footed with bluff?
You mean
Improved
feint? Improved
Yeah,
feint,
I don't have improved feint. What would I need to do in order to try to feint this without that?
You can just do normal feint,
Right.
but I need to double check how long it lasts if you don't have the feat.
Also, it's a standard, so I think it's like it takes up your attack basically.
You wouldn't be able to do anything with it yourself because without the feat or anything else to do with it, they're only fated for your next attack and it must happen before your next turn. So it's only gonna. It's also only against you. So really, this won't help you.
Okay. I'm just waiting for some sort of signal or anything like that.
Damn it, you boss. do what you want. I've set this up. If you want to stand there, stand there. Stab them if you want to.
Did you tell us what you told them, Edwin?
Yeah, I'll relay to say that I've lied to them and said that we're going to do what you said to get closer.
Zarin will look over his shoulder and still trying to be nonchalant and non-threatening, say, a little backup, please. Do I need another bluff check for that?
No.
Knowing what Edwin said, that if, like, Edwin is under the belief that they bought it, I think we just start walking over towards there and
In response to what they've said, I will respond. We need to do it up here so we can see the river better.
Roll me bluff.
You would have saved the reroll. Didn't need the reroll.
All right. The Mirasu will ask what reply to you.
All right. I'm assuming during that exchange, people have gone to the position, so
They can do.
yeah. I'll just be like, well, it's now or never, unless you want to stand here for the rest of our time.
Zion, as you stab your blades into the Mirasu, I'm assuming you're doing it piercing wise.
Yes.
You jab into the crystal exterior, and you feel you do penetrate through it, though as you pull it back, you see that you have not gone all the way through and you've done less than normal.
Understood.
As it will yell out, which only Edwin can understand as expletives.
All right. They're swearing at us if anyone wanted to know.
It's very important.
Hey, he did say to go, right?
Yes, we said go. If I don't know if anyone like it was actually said out loud, but I will let them know that fire and lightning is our best bet.
Alright, we'll go from top to the bottom for the rest of the surprise, because you guys pretty much lulled them in. Just to let you know, Edwin, you needed a 16 for the bluff, so you had one above what you needed.
Nice.
Edwin, you can have a surprise action.
Cool, so that is a single move or standard, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the case.
You can charge, but only up to your speed, but I don't think... Do you have enough speed to get to there?
Yeah, I have 30 feet base.
You could do that if you wish to.
Is this difficult terrain at all with the snow?
Not for charging, no.
No. And is charging... You have to hit the first square, don't you? You can't
For charging, you have to end on the first square you have the chance to hit it with.
Cool.
So you would have to stop here.
Um,
If you had a reach weapon, you would have to stop here.
Cool. Yeah, I'll charge because there's no real downside. that this second, and they are
Well,
flat-footed.
it's
so
2 AC,
hopefully-
but
Yeah. What was that? Ugh.
do you get precision or no?
Yeah, I get precision, but they are well, I don't know if they're elementals or not. They are flat-footed, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, so it is with anything that is a one-handed light or piercing weapon, I can use it with. I think it's slash as well.
Coming up and sliding across the snow, making a line in the floor, you stab out your thinner rapier than Zairin's Estoc, as you can feel it bending within, as you feel as if the crusty exterior is lessening your damage. You did get precision.
Cool, that's fine. I know I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage here. I will just say out loud, piercing is bad.
Just a reiteration that my S-Stock is also made out of adamantine.
I think it's
You
more
should
than
have that
time
on your
damage.
macro, but that doesn't change it.
I apologize. I didn't realize it needed to be on my macro.
Drazenka, you can have a move or standard. You can have a 5-foot step in it as well.
Just gonna ask, that's a good to know. So I'm gonna 5-foot step and get slash at this guy.
Bring down a big old blade of adamantine. You twang it into its head as the blade vibrates in your hand, as you also know you're doing less than normal. And
Okay.
Al, you can have a move or standard. You can charge, but only up to your speed. I don't know if you even have any swifts. Can you do your claws with a swift, or is that standard? Jester.
Sorry.
Jester, you can have a surprise action.
Her surprise action will be just to move up here. I can't transform yet.
You can charge when you only have one action. It's just you can only charge up to your speed if you want to.
Okay.
Use your axe, whatever.
To a charge, yeah.
You're also quiet today.
No, I shouldn't be. I'm right in front of my microphone.
There you go. I can hear you now.
Fine, I just need
You
to talk
slam.
louder.
Yeah. You slam down your axe as you cut into it. Though you definitely have one of those like rebounds when you're hitting it with just a hammer or something, as you know you're doing less than normal. And we will go to the top of the turn order with Edwin.
Could I have had a 5-foot step in there as well? Sorry.
I suppose.
Sorry, I was trying to wait until my turn, quote, in the order to finish the rest of that, but thank you.
I am going to provoke. I'm going to move right here.
They're still flat-footed. They haven't had a turn.
Awesome. This is not going to do precision, so I'm just going to take out thing. Oh, it's bashing or piercing. No, I want to do it's bashing. I'm going to try and hit it with the Kestis on my offhand. Do no damage, so 1, I guess.
Yeah, if you go down to 0 from that, it is 1 non-lethal.
Yeah. So does that hit? Do I feel like it's doing proper damage?
It does hit. However, as you punch it, you don't even see a dent.
I'll just relay that it doesn't seem like it's bludgeoning either. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a slog, and that's speed up. Oh, I've moved. Standard. Yep, that's it.
Drazenka.
Can I stand up there, or is the tree in the way?
You can stand there. You'll have a bit of shade.
Nice. I'm 5-foot step up. Move swift, take out my shield. And take a slash.
Move around to the side, you do another cut into the mirror zone. Ow.
Ow. We'll just full attack this one with her axe. Actually, no, she won't. She'll free action, drop her axe, grow her claws, and do that instead.
Not sure where you carry it anymore.
Just for looks.
Yeah, I've got flanking, but I think you've got that in there already.
Yeah, but then
Cool.
Basically, grabbing this thing and biting it, you're able to hit it with all of your attacks, though all of them are doing less than. It goes to the top Murasu, who is covered in cuts and teeth marks, as it bashes its fists together and it swings out at Owl. It's going to hit you with the first one. Are you transforming?
she will be.
Before you transform, give me a fort save, because I know that changes, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I'll do the full save now. There you go.
Alright. And your AC gets 1 higher when you're transformed?
Yep, so it's now 17.
1 higher from 13 is 17, is it?
Hang on.
Because you don't have mage armor on currently.
Yeah, that'll be why. Yep, that is why. There you go.
Alright, and it will hit you again. Oh, not too many numbers there.
Ignore the zeros.
You are decked twice for 11 damage, and need another fort save, please. Alright, you are fine. Zyron.
He's gonna take a 5-foot step. Okay. And he is going to do a precise strike again. Yeah, that's better.
Moving around to the side, you do yet another pierce that wobbles all the way to your hand. And it will go to said Murasu, who is going to retaliate against Zaire. Are you parrying?
Yep, I'm just putting my bonus in there.
You swipe away its fist as you go across its arm and go into its side, dealing quite the hefty pierce right through to the other side of its back.
Very nice.
Pulling out, plenty of blue blood dashes across the floor, though it is still up. It then tries to hit you with its second fist. However, it will miss.
I couldn't do anything about that second attack anyways.
Edwin.
Shakes out his hand because he's probably got bruised knuckles after trying to punch it, and we'll try and give it a stab.
You do quite a precise strike into its side.
I will also let me check distance. Zone, you won't get it. Yeah, I use Battlefield Inspiration. So that is myself, Owl. Is February with me? No. Drzenka, Owl, and myself.
Alright,
That's me done.
Drzenka.
We'll try to slash this guy again.
seemingly fused by the power of Shiva from earlier, you do yet another hefty swing onto the Mercer. Ow.
She will full attack this one. Yeah, she's just watching the fight ensue.
Pharaoh is not what you would call an aggressive person. Your first wing attack will miss, but all of your other attacks will hit, as plenty of this icy construction is now on the floor, and it's barely standing. And it's going to go to said construction, as it's going to withdraw. However, the way it is going is going to provoke from Owl.
Bad time to
And
parry
you just
attack.
Yeah, you just narrowly miss it as it kind of like it's shorter than usual, so you attack above its head as it moves to the mountain and tumbles down it into the river. As you can hear a massive splash in the waters below.
Alright.
It is still a drop, though. If anyone wants to roll perception, you can.
Do we hear a cracking sound?
Ow, as you're just following it as you missed it, you see it fall into the river, and a few seconds later, you just see it bobbing up as it's unconscious.
She lets out a little chuckle.
In dragon form. Zyron.
Zaren's going to use a temporal point and do a full round attack against this guy with an extra attack.
You're able to pierce it twice, though it still stands.
Dang it, I was hoping that would kill it so I'd get that point back.
Sadly, no.
Sirens in the
Is
recycling
that-
business.
Yeah, that's it. That's a full round action.
Alright, goes to the final Murasu. And I always forget if withdraw is a straight line.
It's not.
No.
We do this. Yeah, we just go.
All run is a straight line.
It's just it doesn't provoke the first square moved.
It is going to
Mhm.
withdraw over the mountainside as it tumbles down into the river.
Is it going to have another
It's
friend?
going to do the same. It's going to crash on top of its friend. Crack open like an egg.
At least they did considerably less damage than the other guy, because we have less attacks than Owl.
Oh, for God's sake!
Took more damage on the way down though.
You hear a massive crash in the water, and a few seconds later, you see another rock just like bumping into the other one as they're both unconscious.
I don't know if I told you, but they were quite stupid.
Do we know they're unconscious?
You can tell because they're like bobbing, like with their back up, so they might be drowning if they care about breathing.
How far's the drop?
The drop down into the river is 60 feet. It depends. Well, you can fly, so it's up to you.
I can fly.
They are going relatively fast, but you can fly faster than it.
How many rounds would it take for me to get down there and finish them off?
Finish them off in what way?
Good draw.
If they're like next to each other, you could lightning breath them.
That's what I'm thinking. I want to make sure they're finished so they don't just get back up and then go and alert any more of their buddies.
If you want to use
Yeah.
lightning breath, I would say it takes 6 rounds. Like there and back.
Yep, I can probably do that. Did you want me to roll the lightning breath, or are we just going to say it kills them?
Yep, roll a lightning breath because they may survive.
I don't think you can reflex save when you're unconscious.
Better not be able to.
You can, it's just the ridiculous
They
penalties.
can. They just have a they count their dex as 0, so they have a lot of negative.
Oh, that's it.
So, for God's sake. Okay.
Artistry in motion there.
One of them has a -3, the other has a -2. So they both fail. And you can easily tell that they do indeed die. I don't really have a lightning breath, so it'd be like that.
With them being wet from the river after the damage.
If they were drenched, yeah. But they're dead even with the save. They failed the save, so.
They're dead.
It's unfortunate we had to do that, but letting their owner.
Don't really feel
or-
like getting jumped on from behind is my issue.
Indeed. And it may be the case that they have some kind of supervisor or leader in the form of the person they mentioned. I'll look over at sort of the other nicer people of the party. Oh, well, not nicer, but more personable people. You may want to check on Pharaoh.
Is everything alright here?
She looks quite fine, high and mighty on a chocobo.
Thankfully, whatever those creatures were, they were more engaged with you lot. I shall thank you for dealing with them, though I had no doubts you had the power behind you that I do not.
Of course, well versed to the trouble, dangers of the nature.
Though I must say, I was quite surprised to see you wielding sky metal.
My blade. It was a gift.
You certainly have either powerful or wealthy allies.
You could say it's both. But with the area now cleared, we should probably put a move on.
Yes, with those creatures dealt with, we can continue to follow the path. We should be at the settlement within a few hours. Continuing past the now iced bridge, you move continuing northways. The temperature continues to drop as you get higher up, to the point where you could see you'll reach the peak, at least some part of the mountain. At which point, everyone will need to roll fortitude.
Damn. Damn. That's still a 19. What are these rolls?
Damn.
Damn.
One and win, keep it going.
Edwin,
Leave.
Edwin,
Don't let us down.
Edwin, Edwin,
That's halfway through.
Edwin,
Wow.
Edwin.
Fortitude
Fortitude.
It's fortitude, please.
And you can't let down the high rolls.
Don't do
It's
that
gotta be
to
a
me, 'cause
19
that's
or a crit.
pressure.
Ah.
Oh, I can't say welcome to the High Rollers Club anymore.
You know, when you said welcome to the party, it's just when I get kicked out, I haven't got enough fortitude. Is that what it is? Well, I know what feat I'm getting at 5th level.
As the cold batters against your bodies, most of you have either become adjusted to the high altitudes, mostly from the dragon or the lady who lived amongst the mountains, as well as just the man not wanting to lose to his rival. Edwin, however, is too focused on his medical studies that he doesn't wear his gloves properly and gets a bit of frostbite underneath them. As Edwin, you take 3 non-lethal. Do you not have your cold weather clothing in that fortitude?
No.
Ignore what I said. You're fine.
Alright. I'm pretty sure we all have cold weather clothing, right? I'm not
We
being
we,
insane.
we got all, yeah, we got gold
Yeah.
for the cooling for everyone.
Yeah, sorry, no, it's not in
What
there.
is the bonus to the roll?
5.
5.
5. Okay.
Yeah, it's not
And
not
I'll
in
need
rolls.
I need the chocobos to also get a fortitude each. They also have cold weather, so they have +5.
I'm going to put that in my defense notes just for while we're here.
You said the Chocobos need fortitude as well?
Yep. Fortitude for each of the chocobos.
Working
And
on
they
it.
have +5 because they have cold weather clothing as well. Companion clothing.
I can do it if you want, intro.
I'm gonna put it as a
First
resist
Marcus.
bonus for now. I got it.
Sure.
Chocobos are shining me again. I see how it is. I see.
Whilst the chocobos may be a bit more white or blue from the snow starting to cover them, they are rather taken to the environment, possibly thankful they get to see the world and not just the mountain range that Kafura reigns over.
That first one
As-
didn't even get the +5 for some reason.
These birds are hacking troopers.
I mean, you've been toughening them up from pushing them into the desert.
Getting swole.
As a few more hours pass, you'll eventually move towards the east off the road as far as you can tell. Pharaoh moves past a few landmarks to her mind, though for others, you may see them as just normal parts of the terrain. And eventually, you'll come up to a small gathering of buildings and structures. Settling up your chocobos and carriage off to the side in the local stables, Pharaoh will lead you into the settlement. Several Ronso, both the hornless and horned variety, are manning stables, conversing with one another, or enjoying the later part of the day. A fountain rushes clear waters in the town square, where 2 children are skipping gill coins across its surface. The buildings, mostly covered in snow, take on a marble design, and at the far east is a tall church with iconography relating to Shiva.
Well, isn't this lovely?
Thank you for the
Sure is
compliments
something.
on the settlement, Edwin.
I mean it without sarcasm. It is quite nice.
As did I.
Now, do you have any injured I can look at, or are you fine?
Shiva provides for all. Those who are injured we take to the church. It's the largest building to the east. If you are wanting to talk amongst the elder, you will also find him there.
Again, I'm gonna look over at sort of just anchor over and probably owl. Well, if you need me, I'll be on the bench. I have reading to do. I'll come with if you wish, however. Or just plonk himself down. I'm assuming that's a bench.
Yes.
If you want me to come, I will, but if not, I feel like this is more of a spiritual thing, and I don't want to interrupt that.
Zarin starts playing with the fountain.
The Ronso cubs nearby will jump onto the edges of the fountain, run across it, and move over towards Siren. Hey, mister!
Hello, how are you?
We're good, thank you, sir. You new here?
Yeah, we just got here with the Pharaoh.
The girl just to the north of you starts to play with the furs around your neck of your colder clothing. This is soft. Where'd you get this from?
We got it from one of the towns down south.
Oh, fuck, traveler. You know any good games?
I'm not really very good at games, but you can show me one of yours.
Let's play Gillhopper.
Okay, how do you play?
You see, you take the gear like this and you throw it. You get as many hops as you can on the water. If you reach all the other side, you get to take the other person's gill.
Oh, I don't have any gil right now, but I've got a few gross I could play with.
Sure. You can see the children playing with Gross as well. They're just saying gill.
Okay, I'll put up 10 gross and I'll play until that's gone or until I double it.
Quite the gambler mentality. Alright, Zion will play Gillhopper with the children. Al climbs a nearby building to look over the area. Your hands probably get a bit cold from the snow going through the gloves, but you're able to get atop the structures.
Nice.
One of the nearby Ronso moves over to Edwin as he reads on the bench. Hello, traveler. What might you be reading?
Edwin will reply in Ronso, probably quite bastardized because he's only ever learned it from Grizenka, and he's not on Ronso, so it's not great. Oh, I'm trying to work on a formula that I've been working on for some time. I'm trying to figure out how I can use an injectable substance to pull wounds back together in a short time period.
A traveling medical master, I see.
Master, no. Practitioner, yes. Why, are you hurt?
No. I did have a scrape when I fell down the other day, but Shiva provided.
It seems like Shiva provides a lot around here. I mean that with no disrespect, it's just simply odd. Although I suppose different villages have different deities that look after them in their own way, shape or form, don't they? I've just never experienced something with such divine influence before.
We hear tales from those that leave the village and come back about other places. Though not many follow deities as we do. It is so closely entwined with our lives, it is not an alien concept to us.
Indeed.
Apparently, this is the first time I've seen
Also, I
all
apologise
4
for
hero
the
endings.
Roof tiles which may be falling off in the near future.
Yeah.
My companion seems to be wanting to have a little bit of a look around.
The Ronso looks over to the side and just sees Agree on top of it. Oh. Well, I suppose as long as she's not doing too much damage.
If there are any damages, please do speak to myself or the cleric of Shiva who went into the church, the other Ronso.
You brought a sister with you.
I've heard some people call her that, yes.
The Ronso goes to your side and kind of like slightly pushes you as she forces her way to sit next to you.
Edwin just looks like genuinely confused. People don't choose to talk to him for this long.
The Ronso then continues talking to you and asking you about the villages you've been to.
I will talk to her, but I'll make a very big point of avoiding speaking about our home and any details about it. So I'll say I came from the south, but I will not speak about Cartharos domain in any way, shape, or form I can get away with.
Yep, that's fine.
I'll also
And-
put a little pouch of gil to my left side, out of view of this person, in case Zaya wants to keep playing.
The kids have no clue you failed on purpose. And Uzenka will find herself outside the church to Shiva.
Zarin will take a while to lose it all. But, like, he'll gain a little bit every now and then just to make it seem fair. And extend the amount of fun that the kids are having.
Opening the door to the church will lead into an entrance foyer. A staircase leads up to the next floor with a piano nestled underneath. With doors to the north, you can see that leads towards where the actual prayer room is located, and towards the south, a living and communal eating area. You will notice through the windows on the way here that many children are currently eating at a long table. A rather old-looking Ronso, whose shoulders are slumped and leaning over somewhat, greets Drazenka as she enters. Hello there, cousin. You are new to this village, yes?
Greetings, Pratya. I am indeed just arrived moments ago with my companions.
I am the elder of this tribe. I know many things of our history, both ice and fire, if you have any questions. You may call me Otran Sheva.
And my name is Drazenka Vierach.
How large is the Zerach tribe? Or are you a nomad?
A nomad of sorts, that is actually what I wish to speak with you about. I have not been with my tribe for quite a few years, but I understand they lived quite a different lifestyle from the Shevas. Have you heard of a tribe that was perhaps separated from yours?
There has been one, if you believe it to be the same. Do you know of any of the names of those in your tribe? I might recall them.
I know my parents. They were called Sitka and Rahomira. And also some of the elders were called. Search some random Ronso names, I guess.
Yep, that's fine. Ah, I recall those. Yours is an exiled clan. A betrayal has settled the offense of many.
What sort of betrayal?
Would you like to come with me to the seating area? It'd be much more comfortable for this tale.
Of course. Lead the way.
Ultron moves to the south, opens up the door, and makes his way to the comfy sofa. It was quite some time ago now. Many amongst your group sought to no longer grant divinity to Our Lady. Hatred brewing after several occurrences of her lack of intervention. It was not Our Lady's fault, however. Many events plague the lands, and not all of her power is situated on us. Her movement of focus caused yours to become angered. They demanded we denounce the lady, but many declined. When they saw we would not budge, they attacked a sacred shrine of Shiva and desecrated it. Your group was then ousted due to these actions, to not be allowed to return.
Was it the same shrine that you protect in these mountains?
There are a few amongst the mountain's tops. It is quite a wide range. But the one they desecrated is relatively close to the settlement, about an hour's walk.
When I arrived at the area, I received word from the lady. I believe she wants me to correct what my kin has done wrong.
It is common amongst our tribe to see visions of the lady, either to point us in the right direction or set us on the right path. I would say that your group lost that power due to their sacrilege. The lady must have appeared to you in hopes you could be saved.
I believe so too. I saw her for the first time some years ago, around the same time I got separated from my tribe. She led me to a different location, and I've been her loyal vassal ever since.
It is both good and sad to hear of these events.
Do you know where the separated group might reside, or in what area? I know we moved around quite a lot when I still lived with them, but
I'm doubtful your group is amongst the Arya range. Our clan takes pilgrimages across it quite a few times. To my best guess, they are amongst the mountains of the southwest.
I'm trying to remember the map. Is that the same mountains where our home was?
Yes, but it's a rather large span of mountains that aren't.
Yeah,
shown
but
on the-
the same area-ish. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I understand. Well, I suppose reunion will have to be for later, but while I'm here I can at least follow the lady's command and correct what was wronged.
If you seek retribution, you may go to the shrine and seek to restore its sanctity.
Do you have any advice to offer what would need to be done when I get there?
I will not send you in without aid. My love for our kind outstretches the anger paid to those that speak ill of the lady. Aldrin will shuffle over to the sides, open up the counter, and pull out 4 triangular vials and place them on the table. Take these. They will help you face the evil that haunts the shrine. Once the evil has been banished, you must sculpt a new queen with this. He then pulls into the table and pulls out a chisel and a knife. Other parts of that shrine you must deduce for yourself. But know, since it is no longer protected, there may be monsters there. The evil itself, I believe, is a ghost of a warrior past.
It wouldn't be a challenge to regain her favor if it was easy, would it?
It is common that the sins of the people does not extend to their children, but it is not so that we can just clean up after anyone else. It will fall down to kin to deal with it.
I understand. And while I do not necessarily condone what my kin did all those years ago, well, it is my family. And separated as we are, I do love and care for them deeply. And if this helps either myself or them, I'm happy to go through it.
My prayers will go with you as you go to the shrine. And if you do not come back after the fact, they go with you wherever you travel.
What time of day is it?
It's currently evening. It's around 4 or 5 p.m.
Well, I will have to speak to my traveling companions first. There is still a little bit of daytime left. We might be able to get it done today, or we would probably have to leave it for tomorrow morning before we continue through the mountain range.
If you require a place to sleep, we have a few beds upstairs. You may use them if you wish.
That would be most helpful. Thank you for talking to me and aiding me in this.
The pleasure was mine, Rosenka.
And yeah, she took the what he offered and will stand up and start to leave. Then she'll just slowly walk her way back towards where the rest of the group is, but if Edwin is as engaged in a conversation as he's capable of, and they are still having fun with the kids, she's not gonna interrupt them yet.
Zion's game of Gilhopper will be coming to a close at this point. The Bronzo cubs will wrap themselves around Zion's legs in a hug as they run off to other parts of the settlement.
Have fun. Don't spend it all in
Bye,
one
see?
place. Make sure you
Maybe
ask your mamas for candy first if you want to buy that.
making new friends already, Zaira.
It's not hard, you just gotta speak the language.
You certainly seemed fluent in that.
Well, it's fairly easy for me, seeing as how I grew up kind of before my time, so I have learned to play when I can, even though I'm a little older now.
It's always good to remember the playful side.
It's one of the biggest reasons that we still have me and Al still have a rivalry. It's a game. It's fun, but it also makes us better.
I suspected something like that. I'm glad you were able to agree on that aspect.
Anyways, do you have your little meeting? How are we go? What's going on?
Well, I already talked to one of the elders of this tribe, and there is something I wish to talk to everyone about. Did you happen to see where Al went?
Zarin just lets out a piercing whistle as loud as he can in Ao's direction.
The Ronso that's chatting with Edwin will jump as she turns around. Now, is that the sister you brought with you?
Sorry,
Yes, that
miss.
is Jazenka Vierach.
The Ronso will stand from the bench and move over.
Good day, sister.
And to you. I hope your travels have fared you well. Edwin has been telling me so much about the places you've been.
Has he now? Well, I'm glad you got more than one word out of him. As he already told you, I'm Drazenka. What may I call you?
I am Igni Shaiva.
They were talking about medical stuff.
And settlements. Though I was trying to push Edwin away from the medical talk.
That can be a challenge. That is his favorite topic after all. Which makes sense.
Everyone has their specialties and hobbies.
That is true.
Yeah, that was just the opener. She got him talking about medical stuff, and then once they got her talking, she switched on to a different stuff. It was masterful. Zaren's trying to find out if Al was coming down yet.
You did not just whistle at me, did you?
I didn't know where you were exactly. I couldn't see you over the lip of that roof. I just whistled in your direction to get your attention. It's not like I used a dog whistle or something like that.
What did you call me?
You know very well that I did not just call you anything. Now you're just trying to start something.
That's what I thought. Now, hi, Jazinka. You finished your thing?
For now, yes. You enjoying yourself as well, I see.
Yeah, it's a nice place. A bit cold though. Rooftops are nice though. Good view. I like being in the mountains. It's nice to be back.
It is, isn't it? Well, the elder promised us stay here for tonight if we need it. Which I believe that is our intention of staying here.
I wouldn't say no.
There is also a different matter I wish to discuss with you all.
I shall give you your privacy. Thank you for the discussion, Edwin.
It was good to meet you, Igni.
Edwin sort of looks up from his book. Sorry, what? Oh. Yes, thank you.
Who's that guy?
There's a woman.
Who's that girl?
Fully expected
To be
Al
fair,
say,
Al
"Who's
will
that
probably
guy?"
still just go, who's that guy?
Guy is gender neutral. What I talked about to you all this morning, the shrine, it seems to be quite a tricky situation to cleanse. It is an hour away from here. We still have
Too
some
far.
light. It's not too far, we still have some light left, however, I do not know if I personally need to have all my resources needed to go through it.
How so?
Well, I depleted quite a lot of my magic on the beginning of this trek, giving us the protection from the elements and the cold.
I see. Is it simply the case if you... Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, should we head indoors to talk about this? I don't know how personal this is to you, but we're getting ready to rest for the night, and then we're gonna do this in the morning. Is that what I'm getting?
That is my suggestion. It will eat a few hours from our travel time away from the area. We would have to speak to Pharaoh about that also to have her wait those few hours.
All right.
If you all don't mind the delay.
Of course not. I mean, we just went on a whole manhunt for me. I mean, it wasn't just for me, it was for everybody, but it ended up being for me.
And therein lies the difference. It benefited all the entire area, as well as you. This would be mostly for my own benefit.
Have you
But it is-
told us about the shrine? Sorry.
As I mentioned, I need to visit a shrine, and I need to cleanse it from what my tribe did to it years ago.
I mean, that sounds like it's gonna have benefits for others as well. I'm in for that.
He would open up a new shrine for the lady's followers to utilize and make the area a little bit safer. But it is the mountains. There's only so much safety to be found around here.
Whatever you need, Drazenka, I'm in.
Thank you, Zayran.
Why are we debating
As long as you
this?
buy me a drink, I'll do it.
You're very easy to buy out, but it's not a bad thing for a situation like this.
Of course, so.
But why are we sat here then? Should we rest, prepare, and go? I still need to work out this formula. And
Oh.
looking at the sun.
Which way is the direction of the inn?
It is not an inn. The other mentioned rooms upstairs of the church. I'm sure he's still there to ask for more specific directions.
Well then, shall we?
Shall we will?
Is the party going to be discussing anything, or is it going to sleep until the next day?
I would love to say I have enough sense motive to talk to Brzenka about something, but I don't. That's it.
I mean, yeah, we'll basically follow up that if you have any questions, she's happy to discuss it as soon as we're in the rooms. Do you, like, give any details about all she knows about the situation? If you want to do it in just to assume that you heard everything, or you want to RP it, that's up to you.
But it's more a case of, are you hiding anything about what you heard? Because I don't want to assume I know everything.
Depends
Any
if you think there's
question
any
you
personal
ask,
reason
you
to
will...
hide.
Any question you ask, you will answer truthfully. She might, like, not tell everything, like, on one go. But as people, like, ask more questions, she will answer them.
I just have two at present. A, do you know how to carve a sculpture?
I haven't practiced it, but I suppose I'll have to figure it out.
And do you need to carve the sculpture, or will I can put some time in to learn? I have no faith, however, which I feel like this is an act of... What's the right word? Worship. Yeah, that's it. Worship. I could potentially help you, but I don't wish to take this from you. This seems to be, if anything, something you need to do not on your own. We're here to support you, but I don't think that if any of us carve this thing, it will have the same meaning.
I'm not sure if it matters whose hands the sculpture comes from. However, knowing the nature of this task, I imagine I would have to be the main sculptor.
Understood then. I'll put some time in.
Thank you, Edwin.
There's no need to thank me. We're here to do a job. And all three of you are here to assist in getting our eventual objective done. If you need any support or assistance, let me know. Likewise, I'm sure Al and Zaire, even though I assume Al and Zaire are in some kind of squabble at the minute.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I've got snow down her back, the back of her shirt somehow.
And the same goes to you. You ever need anything, you know where to find me.
We always appreciate it, but it shouldn't be needed. Well, unless you can tell me how this works, and I'll flip around. Basically, a diagram of Zaire and Owl in dragon form, and you, with the best, the best idea of how your internal structure works. I'm just saying, is this correct?
Well, you are the medical professional, and I haven't seen Owl's internal workings. Or haven't really had time to study her dragon form.
Well, in that case, you can't help me. I mean, no offense. And He will try. Not Zero, sorry. Edwin will try and give a smile, but it looks more like a Richter's. That's all. We're here to help. Oh no. And I'm just
I
going to
can
look
try
over
to-
to that. Sorry, go on.
I can tell you more I can about physiology.
That would be appreciated, where possible. Also, do you have any idea why Igni spoke to me? That I can't understand.
Seemed to me she wanted to be friendly.
Edward will not narrow his eyes, but you know when you just don't understand a concept, where your eyes sort of shrink back and go out.
She was curious about what you were reading and wanted to know about that. These people seem to be very welcoming to newcomers and strangers.
They are. I would love to continue this, but I would personally also like to stop them from destroying the furniture. As I
Probably a
assume we're
good idea.
just like sat at a table having a nice conversation, these two are like rolling around like a cat, like two cats fighting each other just around the room.
As long as they are outside, I suppose it's fine.
Which means I have to patch them up later. I do need to ask, I don't think I do, and I don't think Zyron does. Do we know about what happened to you in the inn? Because I thought it was just you and Al, and you kind of mentioned it in passing, but you didn't really say what happened.
I mean, not the details, no. She did mention that she got, like, word from her goddess, and that's how she knew she has to go to this shrine and all that.
Indeed.
But, like, not really the details.
No, that's fine. I'll pretend. Oh, well, I don't know then. I think there is some kind of Naga influence out here. I don't think it's here, to clarify. But I would say that the closer we get to this shrine, if it's been... I hate to use the word, but desecrated by potentially your people, it may be under the influence of these Naga. Possibly. And this is a jump, I admit. But who benefits from the ice melting and allowing better water tracks through this land?
There's no need to shirk around what happened there. But what happened to the shrine happened so long ago, I doubt that itself was the influence of the Naga. It seemed like just an internal squabble that went too far.
Maybe.
However, well, if your suspicions about the reasons the Marusu were here is correct, then it is possible they would utilize that area for themselves, seeing as it is not protected by her anymore.
Exactly. That was my thought. There must be more than one shrine in these mountains, and the more that are depowered, maybe that's where these blizzards are coming from, and this melt water. But I'm not going to pretend to understand it. You are the
I wouldn't
Glacian? Is that what you
know. That is one word for my practice. But I doubt the blizzards themselves would be the Naga influence, especially if they have very little in here in the first place. It is just the nature of the mountains. It is a treacherous area with treacherous weather that can change at any moment.
Maybe. I must be thinking too much about it. Well. Yes. I'm just going to look over at the unfolding drama. You may want to deal with that.
I
We have your
probably should.
back. Regardless.
Thank you, Edwin. I know you said I do not have to thank you, but I am grateful regardless.
Yes, please stop doing that. It makes me feel weird.
Makes me want to do it even more now.
Okay, I'm going to bed, and I'm just gonna leave.
Apologies, Bratyaldran. Are they causing trouble?
A bit noisy, and they were getting too close to the steps. I like them to be covered in snow, not to be scratched by claws. And as I told the other two, the room is a group room. The beds aren't exactly made for noodling like they are. I'm surprised they're so awkward with their relationship.
You can hear Edwin scribbling in a notebook called Adolescent Hormones.
Say
Zaire
it was
starts.
one of those rooms at the top. Which window is it?
Oh, you can use the stairs just fine.
At the word relationship,
The boring
Zaire
thing.
starts dry heaving. Ooh.
And you heard him, you too. If you need to blow steam, go find a snowbank somewhere else, please. We do not wish to cause any more trouble here than we have already.
Cause any trouble? Zero's the one that started it.
Doesn't matter who started it. Ow.
Only matters who finishes it. You're right. Let's head in.
Please do not be finishing him off.
Al walks out of earshot. Didn't hear that.
You went up with the down part. You're going down the stairs from the top.
I'll tell you what, she's still going to. Oh, wait. I get it.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Al's just going to go upstairs and walk into the first room she sees, hoping it's the right one.
Roll me a d4. You walk into a vacant bathroom.
This doesn't look like much of a room.
Which row would it be, Bratyaldran?
If you follow the stairs upstairs to the first floor, it shall be the southern door.
Thank you. We'll probably retire early so we can finish what we talked about tomorrow morning. Thank you.
Of course.
She'll go after those two to make sure they don't make any more messes.
Why are you trying to sleep in the bathroom?
I was looking for the room.
It is that one over there, and she'll come up behind and point to the correct door.
Did you even ask which room it is when you came inside?
No? Was I meant to?
I mean, if you weren't trying to get the last word in, you might have figured something out instead of just zooming off on your own.
What? Did you say something?
And Zarin will go into the bedroom that Drazenka pointed out. And he'll take the furthest bed away from the door.
The bedroom is rather modest. There's about a 5-foot gap between each bed, and there are 4 dressers on the foot of each bed.
If Seiran takes like a corner bed, Drasenko will take the one next to him, so to make sure that Ao isn't on it. Put a buffer between the two.
Smart move.
Al's gonna get the blanket, lay it on the floor, and curl up into a ball. Just wrap herself in her tail.
You just turned into a Drake dog.
Zarin mutters under his breath, so I don't know if Al hears it or not, but he says, and you thought I was calling you a dog, and then you're gonna act like that.
Depends if I heard you or not. Probably
Leap
stuff.
debuff. No.
Let me roll stealth. Nope.
I didn't hear you.
Maybe somebody else did, though.
Roll a perception.
Yep, I think I heard it.
Voice
You're saying could be
sunglasses,
closer to
ears.
you.
Yeah, I mean, she's basically next to him. She won't, like, say anything though about that, but she will, like, offer before we rest, offer to Zaron if he wants to clean up with the wand.
Yes, please. Does this place have a bath? Did you ask?
Yeah, you saw Al in the bathroom trying to sleep in there.
Well, yeah, that could just be like a toilet.
No, it has a bath.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, yeah, I'll just use the restroom across the hallway a little bit.
Alright,
If it's okay, are we allowed to use that?
I imagine so. I believe Ultron is still downstairs if you wish to double check.
Sure, I'll go ahead and go do that. I'll
Well,
go
you're
ask.
please do get Edwin as well. Before he gets too lost in his notes.
I'll drag him upstairs with me.
Then I'll just use the wand on myself, unless Ao wants a magic shower.
Does Ultron agree to let us use the
Yep,
restroom
you can
as
use the
well?
bathroom.
Okay.
You can also use the bath. Yeah.
Thank you for your hospitality, Ultron. Much appreciated. Good night. And he'll go upstairs.
And Zarin will
Sweet
lead him to
dreams.
the room that we're staying in.
Edwin is gonna lock the stairs, go back outside, pick up the broom, come back inside and start sweeping up the detritus that everyone's just left on the stairs. And go to bed.
Zarin will take a nice little bath.
He will actually offer Ultron. I have a number of medical supplies that I can use if you wish me to simply use them on any of your followers who are ill. However, I understand that many of them are buoyanted by divine power.
Shiva provides. I have no doubts that the village is fine.
Understandable.
But thank you for the offering, sir.
This is no issue. Keeping people alive is my calling. Good day. I'm just gonna go to bed.
And Drasenko will also offer the wand for Edwin if he wants it.
Not today, thank you.
Is the party heading to sleep?
Yep.
Edwin sleeps like a vampire with his hands crossed on his back.
Alright.
Drasenko will try to wait for Ao and Zaran to fall asleep first before she'll sleep. Just to minimize any nighttime shenanigans.
Zairin's got that ADHD brain won't shut off before bed thing, and he just sits there and tosses and turns for a while, and then eventually just crashes.
As the party heads to sleep, we will have our break here. And I should be right back. Are all the sounds active?
Should be.
Yes, they are. Alrighty, the day will pass into the next as you are woken to the smell of stew on the ground floor.
Is it a meat-based stew?
Yes.
I will wake up then.
Good morning, Gal. I take it you slept well.
Well, I didn't wake up, if that means anything. I smell breakfast.
If you wish, you can head towards the kitchen, take a bowl.
Okay.
I'll wait for everyone to get up and follow him down.
Now you guys have found out the other reason that Zairin normally takes a room to himself, as he kept most everybody else awake part of the night just from snoring, especially with the cold weather causing him to have sniffles and such. He snores like a large person, like 3 times his own size.
Edwin's bags have squared this time.
Good morning, you two.
Hello, Druzenka and Zaira, and we have fuel to intake and places to be, shall we? Anne is gonna head downstairs.
I don't want to get up.
You can either sleep in or you can have breakfast. The choice is yours. Then she'll also follow the others down.
Zairin will get up and groggily stumble his way downstairs.
Greetings, Alton.
Good morning.
I'm gonna wait here. I can tell from the open door that our colleague has been here. Is the kitchen the best place to be?
If you're wanting breakfast, yes.
Thank you. And I'll wait for the two to come down, then I'll close the door behind us.
What should I roll to see if I make it down the stairs without falling down them?
Dexterity. You're fine.
Zairin stumbles down the stairs into a wall, keeps his balance barely, and then continues.
As Drazenka's probably just walking in, Al's probably right over the stew pot with her hand just about to go in it.
Al, please do not use your hands, use the scoop.
Where's the scoop? Oh, it's there. Well, where's the bowls?
Over this table. And she'll just pick one up and hand it over to Al.
Al will scoop out a very large portion of stew. More than most people on the table, I expect.
Well, if all the other people are children, that's one measurement. Oh, bye.
Al's got to open the window and sit on the window ledge. Ah, I forgot it was this cold still.
Does Zaire recognize any of these children?
Nope.
Okay.
Dining on the stew, you will taste that it is more mildly spiced than other places, though it's possible that the Ronso prefer their food to be a bit warmer than usual.
This is certainly different, but good. It's going to go back to Whitby.
Aku comes out from the kitchen and fills up the stew cauldron.
Did you say fills it up?
Yeah.
I was going to try and sneak past Drazenga to get some more.
Drazenga will really like obviously inconspicuously just kind of lean just into the correct way to give our way to go past. Pretending she doesn't notice, but it's very obvious to everyone else that she's just letting her go past.
Scoop another bowl. And yeah, she left the window open.
One of the cubs is gonna pull on Owl's tail a bit.
I'll probably shock her and almost make her drop her bowl. Ah! What do you want?
The cub holds up their bowl and speaks in Ronso.
What does she say?
I was going to say, what she say?
What are you saying? Don't understand.
She says, "Please, miss, can I have some more?"
Did you give her a scoop as well, Al, while you're there?
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? And she'll give her the same amount of portion size that she's given her, like herself. There you go, off you pop.
The cub kind of like puts all of their concentration into making sure she doesn't spill it as she says thank you in Ronso and goes back to the table.
Zaire's half asleep, with his nose dipping into his bowl every now and then.
Drazenga's just eating her bowl kind of slowly and just savoring the flavor.
Then we'll finish up. Pop his bowl on the side, or wherever it is. I mean, he's probably seen the kids put it somewhere. Put that away, and then head out. Wait for this to be done.
So are we heading out straight after this?
Oh, right, yes. I believe so.
Okay. I was going to leave her bowl on the seat and climb out the window. And she'll close it and like look at Drazenka and say, "I closed it!" and continue walking.
Just give a nod back and finish her own bowl, pick up Al's bowl and bring them to where the dishes are brought. Then go over to Zaire. Do you still need a few more moments, Zaire?
I'm up. Okay, I'm ready to go, and he'll finish off his bowl.
Go on then. A few moments outside should wake you right up.
Hey, Edwin?
Yes.
Your eyes look awfully dark today. Why's that?
I've seen things I shouldn't do.
Ah. Is it because you slept next to Zirin? He's loud.
Have a good day, Eldrin.
Have safe travels.
Well, I sort of rub his eyes a little bit. Shall we? Do we need to pick up Pharaoh for this, or is this something you can go to yourself, Jazenko?
I believe we can do this without her. We just need to inform her that it will be a little bit before we leave the mountain range proper.
Understood.
Do you know where she is?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty much we can ask around and find her.
I'm gonna do a quick lap real quick and get myself warmed up and get the blood flowing.
But don't get lost. We'll see you at the entrance.
Hey, look at this!
No one's there. Come back from the counter, please.
But look at all the food!
Ow.
You
We
want
are
to
not-
hear about?
Ah! Where'd you come from?
I come from my mom, Kupo. Just taking a nap under the stand. You want some meat, Kupo?
Yeah, I'll take all of it.
She will not take all of it.
I don't know. This is between me and her.
Ow, how much coin do you have?
And she'll like start turning out her pockets. That's that then. 58 gil.
That would do it.
No. We'll take 5 preserved, please. I think, Ow, if you want to keep hold of it. If you wish to spend all your money on this meat, fine. I would just say that you won't be able to buy drinks afterwards.
Oh. Okay. What he says. He knows what he's doing.
So you're just wanting trail rations then, Kupo.
What?
Something good to eat with preserved,
That's
yes.
no different to what we're eating now.
Well, some trail rations and something fancy for you then, yes?
You
Yep.
want some goat, Kupo?
Some what?
Some goat, Kupo. We got lovely mountain goat meat here, Kupo.
Yes, please. Say yes, said please.
I'm
You
very
wanting a
impressed.
slab or the whole thing, Kupo?
How much is the whole thing? Wait, how heavy is it? Can I hold it?
The Moogle points at a hanging piece of meat. It doesn't look like a goat, but it's probably been cut up so that it's the edible parts.
I'll
The whole
grab it
thing
by its
is
thing
about
and
2
put it
pounds,
with my
Kupo.
I'll take it. I'm sure Jazenka could cook it up nice.
Alright, the whole thing's gonna be 3 gil, Kupo.
Here you go. And she'll toss over 3 gil.
Thank you for your business, you pal.
While that was happening, Drasenka went off to ask around, see where she could find Pharaoh.
They'll tell you that you can find Pharaoh at the stable house, which is on the southern side of the entrance.
Thank you.
Hey, Drazenka, do you think you can cook this for me later?
What did you get?
It's mountain goat. Says it's really good.
Mountain goat? Haven't had that in quite some time. I can try to cook it up for you later.
Perfect. I'll go and put it in the carriage. Wait, where's the carriage?
In the stables that you're right next to.
Lob it in there.
Would it be this one or...
Yeah, it'd be that one.
Yeah, she'll go over and knock.
Enter.
Good morning, Pharaoh.
And to you. I hope you slept well.
So and so, have better had worse. No fault of the room, of course. We are planning to take a bit of a detour before we head off the mountain range. We will be visiting a shrine about an hour away from here.
That should be fine. I'm not sure you'll be able to be taking your carriage off to any shrines.
Well, we are only going there and coming back right after, so we'll probably find leaving the carriage here for that time. Then after we're done with that, we should be good to go back on the road.
A few hours addition should not cause any harm. Do you need my guidance towards the shrine, or are you fine to go on your own?
If you could give us a direction, that would help, but I believe this is something we're best doing by ourselves.
Pharaoh will open up one of the drawers and hand you a map from inside. You should be able to follow that easy enough.
Thank you kindly. Well, if everything goes as it should be back in a few hours. Or less.
My prayers go with you.
Thank you. Shall we?
We shall. I put the meat in the carriage. Are we not taking it?
Well, it sounds like it will be hard to take the carriage. If you wish to try it, I don't mind, but probably easiest to leave it here. Take only what we need.
No, you know the mountains better than me. Or at least these mountains.
Well, not really, but we have a map. You all warmed up, Siren?
Sorry, you got back asleep.
Was somebody talking to me?
That's you all warmed up, Zayren.
Oh yeah, I ran around the square like twice, and I came over here. All good. I was just waiting on. I'm assuming Al. I'm sure that's why you guys took so long to get over here.
Well, it was all of us really, but it should be good to move out now. You have the location.
All right. Are we taking the carriage?
Not for this one, I don't think. Vero mentioned the area might be difficult to traverse with a carriage. If you wish to try it, we can, but I do not necessarily see the reason to if we are coming back here anyways afterwards.
All right. Are we taking chocobos at all, or are we just going on foot?
Well, we only have the two, so it would be at least partially on foot. And the chocobo, we don't have riding gear for them.
True. Okay, let's get going then.
Who's going to be reading the map?
Not it.
If
For the
it's
love of it,
survival,
Al's going to be like, "Oh look."
I was going to say survival's pretty just anchor roll. Ow.
If it's survival, I can look at the area, but if it's knowledge geography, then not it.
It's knowledge geography.
That'll be me then.
Yeah.
I'll take the map and look at it upside down and say like, "Isn't it this way?" And point in the complete wrong direction.
Edwin's able to look over the map and get a good enough feel for the direction you need to go.
I think it's the other way around, Al.
Are you sure? Because that mountain certainly looks like that one. Oh wait, it's upside down.
Indeed it is.
Is the party setting off?
I think so.
Sounds like.
Yep.
With a good enough understanding of the map, thanks to Edwin, you travel towards the east for about an hour on foot. The snow becomes quite deep. Every so often, your foot will fall through to the ice below, but thankfully, it's not a dangerous sort of event, more just a surprise every now and again. Eventually, you'll start to hug the wall of a mountainside atop the mountains, with some trees on the northern side, in the middle of which you start to come across some stone structure. As you come to this point, you'll see 8 pillars atop podiums standing tall amongst the cold chill of the air. Snow and ice have battered them, showing signs of withering, but they are solid and stubborn against the elements. In the middle of which you can see that there is a campfire made of ice. Blue and red lines whirring around in the wind, but not moving further than 6 feet from its middle.
Are we in
Wow.
range for detect? Yeah, can we detect magic on this? I'm going to say to Al, hold on.
It's so
Okay.
pretty.
Can we try and detect it at least?
Do you think it's trapped? I can throw Zeren in first assessed.
It's just hold on, both of you.
Okay. Maybe next time, Zeren.
Is Druzanka using detect magic?
Yeah,
We both
It's
are.
magical.
I'll try to aid that one.
Nice.
Looking over the stone structure, you know that this entire area is made up of a lock and alarming system. Each of the pillars have a different part of the magic, showing you that they need to be pressed in a certain sequence. But outside of that, it's hard to tell what.
These pillars are some kind of lock for the inside. The good thing you didn't step over that line, so some kind of alarm. And I don't know what that would bring. It's worth checking the pillars out.
You know that the alarm only rings if you put in the wrong combination.
I will relay that just to say, don't touch anything carelessly. If you're going to investigate, investigate with your eyes, not your hands.
Are we safe to step inside the circle?
So don't
No.
touch anything. Got it.
Don't step inside the circle. We don't know what it does.
You know that you can step inside the circle. Fine.
Okay, right.
Out of character, that I kind of want to do that, but now that I know it's not an anti-magic circle, it's okay.
If I know that stepping the circle is okay, I will say, you can step the circle, it's fine.
Just be careful. And I'll try to take a look at the closest pillar.
Same.
I was going to investigate the ice campfire.
Drazenka, as you look over that pillar, you'll see etched in its surface the letter O. Zairin, on the pillar that you're looking at, there is a letter T. Al, if you look at the rocks surrounding the campfire, you will see that there is an inscription reading, "We ignore the icy terrain. We survive the cold weather. In our frosted home, we are forever. We are..."
Could I have a handout or that written in chat, please?
Yes.
There are 8 pillars. If both of you... Okay, so I take it we look at all the pillars and we know what the letters are.
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone enters quiet contemplation.
Pretty much. There's no...
That's how it would work.
Yeah. I'm trying to work out, like, what the start would be.
I don't know if this helps, but you can spell blue out of that.
Mm.
So in the pillars, I just etched those letters starting from the top all the way around in clockwise direction.
Yes. So the
And
northern
has
one
anyone
is
actually
S, the
touched
one
any
to
of
the
the
right is
pillars
B.
yet to see if it reacts in any way?
Nope.
what happens.
I
if
imagine
you
like
touch
touching it would react, that we would have to spell the word, but knowing that there's an alarm on these. Dressing
Yes,
at least would advise don't touch anything.
I'm not touching any of these yet. I'm just setting. I'm just putting things out there right now.
That's all right.
Oh, I think I got something.
Pick up. That's a good one.
Hmm?
Steel but oh, I like it. Absolute does make sense though, because it's almost like it's a statement of being there forever. An absolute is forever. It'll like it doesn't change.
Yeah.
That works really well. I was just, I had not gotten anywhere near that.
Yeah, no, absolute sounds like a. If Al comes up with that, I think it will look surprised, but then go. That might be right.
Yeah, Al should not have come up with that, but yeah, she's just gonna say it.
No. I think I was thinking too literally. I suggest we at least try that. Does anyone
That's
have
her
any
favorite
other
type of vodka.
Yeah, that'll do.
Let's try that then. It fits the meaning, yes?
What meaning?
Did
I'm just thinking I need a drink to think about this.
Of course.
We can give it a try.
Get your weapons ready. We might attract something if this is incorrect. Yeah.
Dressing is happy to do it if.
I was gonna say, like, this sounds a bit like a cop-out, but with Drazenka mine doing it, it feels like
Yeah,
it's
Dressing is gonna do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, out of character, my thought of just absolute, I was thinking of anything that linked to freezing that is like an 8-letter word. And I was thinking absolute, kind of like absolute zero.
Zero,
Mhm.
yeah.
Makes sense.
I'll come out of the circle and ready her axe.
If they're not ready, Rasenka will go around and tap the stones to spell out absolute.
As you tap the pillars, they shine a very faint white light, and with the final letter press, they all shoot the lights into the campfire as it is redirected to the mountain to the south, as part of it starts to fade away and reveal a cavernous entrance. And yes, it is both absolute as in forever and absolute zero.
Nice. Well done, Justin.
Double answer.
Is that double XP?
Yeah, I got the optional quest as well. Find out
Good
where
time.
Bonus objective.
Well done.
Just to clarify, so you said there was a opening that was in here, but also some kind of light that went to the south, right?
The lights shone into the campfire, and the campfire redirected it to the south, which opened up this wall in the cavern.
Al shouts
My
over
fault.
to Edwin. Over here!
I'm on the way.
Al's got a...
Al, as you move through the whirring entrance, you will hear the stamping of feet as a large creature approaches you.
Oh, I can see that.
It stares down at you, and then turns around and goes back.
What the
Huh?
hell was that?
Al's got to snap a sunrod. to her belt.
Maybe that creature is what the alarm was supposed to attract.
Quite possibly.
Could I have some vision, please?
You got a stun rod, yeah?
I can't remember what it is. Was it 2020 or 30?
There you go.
Thank you.
You can see inside of the cavern, which has been weathered by nature, and as far as you can tell, not man-made in any way.
Al's gotta just.
You can now see that
stare
that
at the
giant
creature.
blue lizard is just like curled up in the corner and sleeping.
Aw. Al's gotta go up and pet it.
I'd rather you not bother it too much.
Why? He seems friendly.
For now.
The lizard ignores you.
I'll let you sleep. Edwin, you coming?
I was going to start my skills out, but yeah, sure.
You're doing what now?
I was going to do my skills because I don't know if we get them now or not. I can't
You
remember.
can't level up right now.
Okay. I'll
Kind of in the middle of something.
Guys, stop.
You're
I
not
need to have
rest
my
here.
stats.
Enemies are nearby.
Al, as you come to this point, your passive perception criticals, and
Oh.
you will see that there is a centipede attached to the ceiling here.
Rather than Al just transforming and rushing towards it this time, she's going to point it out. There's a centipede on the ceiling just there.
How large?
Zyron cannot spot it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I never trust your eyes. Just take my word.
Well, we can't hit it from here, and fighting it in a small space is probably not ideal for us.
I can lure it out. We just need to make sure you guys are ready for a fight.
We've been traveling you for several weeks. We're always ready for a fight, shall we?
Good to know. To which Al will then transform into a dragon and rush forward. Where did you say it was? It was like here somewhere.
It's on the ceiling, so you can't. Well, I guess you could fly at it.
Yeah,
but
I was going to fly at it. There it is. How high is it?
20 feet. You can have a single attack on it as you go up to it. You charge and jump onto its chitinous exterior, puncturing and breaking it as it cackles out for its pincers. Edwin.
I'm going to wait until after Jazenka because I'm quite reactive. I just have good initiative, that's all.
Drazenka.
Gonna move on over closer. But this is the way. Not too far away from Ao as well, probably. Oh, she's fine. Gonna go ahead and use whatchamacallit, a domain spell to give our get to the correct sheet, come on. Protect.
Thank you. Well,
So you have
Can't say
+2
thank you, but-
deflection to AC for 6 rounds.
Here's Drasenka done.
Yep, that's it.
Edwin.
Do we want to identify this thing at all?
It would be knowledge in nature.
Not that I can do anything, but...
If that's anyone with nature, you know this is a Remoratz. It is a large, blue, armored, lengthy, and segmented horror. You can learn 1 trait. Are you fine with weakness?
As long as it's lightning, then yes.
Alright. Its weakness is not lightning. What's Edwin gonna do?
Sorry, I was muted then. I just said, does it have any other weakness? But I guess not.
No.
Sorry, I was looking for Pythagoras, but for some reason I don't have it.
You need to add it to your bottom bar.
There we go.
It is in the
That's
macros
why.
list.
No, that's what I was thinking. I was just confused as to why I didn't have it already. 25 by 20, probably owl. Just out. Actually,
How much movement do you have? Can you... Do you fit
no.
in that
That's
spot?
for the creature.
Oh, I see.
I will moved. I will use a move as a standard to use Battlefield Inspiration to give everyone 10 HP. No one's actually injured yet.
Am I in range for it, yeah?
Yes, you are now.
Nice.
By 2 feet, so you're just in range. That's it, be done.
Alright. As you are focused on this centipede, you will all hear a devilish cackle of a Moogle at the entrance of the cave, followed by the stomping of feet as another creature is summoned to the fight.
You say a Moogle.
Yes.
Do we recognise the voice from the meat vendor stand?
Yep, you recognize the voice as Fish's voice.
Ah, I see.
You donated. Ah, the lizard was sleeping, man. Why'd you wake him up?
Blame Fish.
I like how we are in a fight with things that Fish categorically hates, i.e. millipedes and shit. And he just
Yeah.
wants to run them.
That's why he does it.
Uh-huh.
Do I get knowledge for the lizard?
You can do. It is knowledge arcana.
I'm gonna aid Edwin. I don't.
Alright. Surprise, surprise. It's a nice lizard. A large strip of spikes across its spine and a coat of icy blue. You can learn 2 traits.
I'm good with weakness and immunities personally. How about you guys?
Weakness and immunities. Alright, sounds good to me.
You know, he made you laugh like 5 minutes ago. Can we have a hero point?
You made me laugh.
I think someone did. Not me.
It is weak to fire and immune to ice.
Okay.
The segmented horror atop the ceiling is going to bite out at Ow.
Grab your temp HP, new deflection.
Yep, it's already on that.
It tries to bite, but you fly to the sides, and then it rings its body around, does the wave, and hits you with its stinger. As you'll take 7 damage and 5 ice. Zaire.
Uh, I guess I'll just take a 5-foot step up here. I'm going to use one of my temporal points. And I'll do a full attack on this thing.
Noise.
Coming up from behind the ice lizard, you stab into its side twice. And surprise, surprise, you actually do full damage on the thing.
Thank goodness.
As it screams out in pain and turns its bulbous eyes to you.
I'm concerned when you get Piranha Strike, because that's going to get silly.
Ow.
Keep pressing the wrong button. If I wanted to stay in the air, the DC is
15, I think.
Is it 20 or 15? 15 to both.
15 or 20, I can double check.
yeah, that's a bit of a dodgy flight.
Hover is 15.
You can get the beat for hover if you ever need it.
Yeah, I probably will have to get there at some point. Al is gonna just drop down.
That will provoke.
Okay.
This is why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Alright.
I've done
it-
the past that light check, to be fair.
It bites you on the way down and crunches heavily on your head as it will crit you.
Ow.
As you'll take 14 damage and 5 ice.
This is painful because I can't heal you because you're not anywhere near the ground.
I am now.
He just
I'm
landed.
now.
Oh, did you drop to the ground? Okay.
Yeah. And as this is a new day, she's gonna aim up and lightning breath this one.
Nice.
You shoot a line of lightning up at the Remoraz as it tries to dodge. It's too busy chomping on the flesh it took from you as it is zapped to its core. But it stays up. Is that it from Ow? Jester?
Sorry, yes it is. I was pressing the wrong button.
Drazenka?
I am going to be moving if you want to wait.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my options. I'm going to hold after Edwin.
Alright.
Cool. He's going to use surgery, so this will provoke to run over here.
The lizard will take it as it attempts to bite you as you leave. but is unable to get even the ends of your coat.
Alright. I'm gonna heal Ow for 27. That is just one use rather than two, because it wasn't. Let's speed up.
Drazenka.
I'm gonna cast defensively just in case. Pretty sure that's enough, yeah. Nobody's in the way, that's fine.
Nice. Fire breath.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
flame breath. So that's DC 17. Fine. Just take a deep breath in and breathe some fire on this lizard. That's terrible on the damage, but hey.
Well, Fish did request you don't cook him. The lizard is gonna jump high and dodge some of the flames, but you do sizzle his feet a bit as you climb back down.
Just gonna stay where I am, I think. Yep, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Alright. Goes to the ice lizard. He did not appreciate what Drazenka just did. And he hates fire.
But Zirin stabbed him twice.
No, this is good for us.
He hates
Did well
fire
for
more.
her. This is why I stayed where I was, because hoping that it would come over so we could have flanking.
It is doing something that will provoke. So, Zarin, you can attack opportunity.
Stab it again.
Damn it.
Yep.
Oh.
We believe in you.
You're unable to stab it as it forms a icicle between its spikes and it shoots it towards Drazenka. Drazenka, you are impaled in the shoulder by a large shard of ice, though I'm pretty sure you take less as you take 10 ice damage.
Ice resistance, hell yeah.
Nice.
Ice.
Nice.
Get out.
Baby.
Whoever said ice baby, I fucking knew it was happening. Stop it. You know what I mean?
The Remoraz is going to climb its way down the wall as it goes to 10 feet up, and it's going to bite out at Owl.
Intro, always with the additionals. I see you.
What did I do?
The ice baby. It was gonna happen.
You're welcome.
Owl, you take a major crunch into wing as you take 16 damage and 6 ice. Zaire.
Alright, taking another temporal point to double whack this guy.
Can you move at all?
Can you stand here?
I don't think I can. If I could stand there, I would try, but I don't think I can. I think it's in a corner.
Not there, no.
Okay.
You stab into the ice lizard once as it yells out again. Ow.
Ow is going to swift action limit break, give herself Draconic Might, which doubles all of her ability score increases from Dragon Form.
Or not at half.
Well, I'm not now because I just increased it all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've just increased it while I was below half.
Go for it.
She. I'm not in range of this thing. I can't hit it from where on the floor, can I?
Not where you are now.
Then I'll have to fly up 5 foot.
That is a normal movement because upwards is half speed. Alright, and yes, it
Could
will
I
provoke.
don't know if it's possible. Could I go diagonally 5 foot up that way?
That's the
It's
hardest
still a
to do.
movement, but yes.
You have to roll for it though as well, because you're flying, right?
Depends.
You, however,
Okay,
are
right.
going straight up.
Twice.
That is still. I suppose that's fine. But you still need to make a flight DC of 10.
Okay.
If you are going diagonally.
Jeez.
Nice.
Right. Okay. Could I not use that on the attack instead?
If only. As you fly to there, the Remoraz will try and bite you, but will miss.
The bad chomp. Where was that 20?
And you
then?
try to retaliate, but no. Edwin.
We'll produce 2 syringes and perform surgery. I assume just stab out with like the tail, and no. To try and get her back. You will deal with 32. That does technically provoke, so if it has combat reflexes, it could hit me.
It will not attack you, but you are also 15 feet away.
Alright, I don't know where it reaches, just saying. That's pretty me done, yeah.
Drazenka.
Well, 5 foot step back and still good. So I'm gonna breathe more fire at it. I don't care what fish is because I don't read the chat while I'm playing. Ooh, the damage.
Spicy amount of damage.
You shoot out another tuft of flames at that ice lizard, and even though it jumps for joy and is able to dodge some of it, it burns its little feetsies, and as it lands on its stomach with a long tongue rolling out.
Ah, fish's creature is dead.
Who is fish?
Don't say that.
The Remoraz is going to 5 foot down the wall. And it's going to full attack Edwin.
I see.
It is very icy, yes. Edwin, it will bite you fiercely, but feeling the damage of the bite, you don't want the sting as you're able to dodge that. And you will take 15 damage and 4 ice.
Cool. Well, not cool, but okay. I have turned it down. I've got a lot of HP.
Did you not give yourself temp?
I did. Sorry. Yes.
Why do I have to remind you of your own class feature?
Look, man. Gotta
Zion?
stay alive here. All right.
Oh boy. Do I have to worry about difficult terrain right now?
For the ice lizard, yeah.
So there's 20 feet.
That'd be 25.
No, I went. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, I meant 30 feet. 30 feet of movement, I thought. Because I went across 2 squares of the ice lizard.
Ah, okay.
I don't know why I said 20. So I'm just gonna double move. Right up to there.
Alright. The Ramirez is going to direct into you. Do you wish to parry?
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
Don't forget you get flanking.
Oh, that does not include flanking. So 15 each.
Oh, you actually got hunting back, haven't you?
As you try and parry the massive pincers, you instead open up your arm as it pierces through your wrist on both sides. As you will take 11 damage and 2 ice.
Remember temp.
I know I'm trying to calculate in my head right now.
So 13, 7 should be 6.
Owl is gonna drop
-6.
to the floor. And will full attack this one.
That's a lot of hits. Maybe.
Maybe.
And as you tear into this centipede, seemingly not got your fill of meat in the morning, you will tear it to the floor with you.
I'm gonna go ahead and use one of the charges on. Wait, no, I don't think I have the curing belt anymore. Hold on.
I can use one on you.
I'll probably use it on myself because I do not have a lot. I'll probably use all 3. Yeah, I needed exactly that.
Yeah,
I'll
I
use
don't.
some
want
of
to-
Aaron. Give you another one. That's better. I have 1 charge left.
Why did the lizard attack us? He was asleep.
Perhaps the sounds of fight roused him up.
I heard a Moogle laugh.
Someone want to go and check back, make sure the Moogle isn't here anymore?
Well, I can't see without your light, so I don't want to go by myself.
I can double back if you wish.
There's no Moogle there.
Well, whatever it was is probably gone anyway. Are we good to keep moving?
Hey. Is it me or does this look like a table?
Making your way towards what would seem to be a dead end of the cavern, you'll see a large stone structure. Either that, or it is a part of the ceiling that has crashed down. As beneath it, you can see the forming of 3 different podiums, though nothing held up by them anymore. And around the wall to the southeast, there is another stone structure that has been dashed with blood that's long since dried onto its surface.
Seems to be the end of the cave. What did you need to do here, Jazenka?
Just walk over to the bloodied altar and just look at it.
Look at it.
I'm honest, I'm not quite sure. Probably clean it up, I suppose.
Is Drazenka cleaning it?
Yeah.
Could we roll some kind of knowledge religion or something on these? Are these actually what we're looking for?
No.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Alright, never mind.
Don't
Just
have the
think
magic word, so I'm just gonna clean it manually.
As you go to wipe the blood off the surface, it will inch away from you and start to peel off on its own. However, it floats in the air and it creates a humanoid shape. A ghostly visage of a Ronso past comes out from the stone with a shadowy flame at its back. Sheathed on its hip is a longsword, and adorning its head is a headband, both with Shiva iconography, though cracked and slashed all across. It yells out a ghostly wail towards you as it starts to swipe out with its limbs. We're missing Zyron. There he is.
Can we
Starts
identify
with
what
Siren.
this is?
You can roll knowledge religion.
I've just got a horrible feeling about this.
I'm gonna try it for myself. It's not gonna work, but I'm gonna try anyway. Nope.
Drazenka is unable to identify it. However, you know this is a tormented Ronso ghost. A ghostly image of a Ronso with a pained face and destroyed Shiva iconography. You can learn 3 traits.
And one of those traits be, is it incorporeal?
You can ask for its types and subtypes, yeah.
Yeah. Is that 2 questions or 1?
That would be 1.
I would strongly suggest that just before. Sorry, Zara, I know you're first, but if you attack it with a non-magical weapon and it's incorporeal, nothing will happen.
Oh, I just realized what this song is.
It
It's like, why does it sound so familiar? Oh shit.
was very easy to find an instrumental version.
I don't doubt it.
I can't even hear the music.
Unacceptable.
Type, immunities, weaknesses, maybe?
So you want the types, immunities, and resistances, or
Types, immunities, weaknesses, maybe not resistances.
Yeah.
Something. So,
Yeah, I think so. Type, immunity, weakness. For types.
types, immunities, weaknesses?
Yes.
Alright. It is undead with the incorporeal and fire subtypes. It is immune to fire as well as having undead traits, and its weakness is holy and water.
Okay.
Yes, since it is incorporeal, unless you're using a magic weapon or spells, you're unable to damage it. If you are using magic weapon or spells, you will deal half damage.
Do we know who has that enhancement that Drazenka was given? I'm assuming it's Drazenka.
I don't think she gave any of them out.
I
Alright.
didn't say it. If you allow me to say that I did divvy them up, I'll take it, but if not, I understand.
You can have divvied them out the night time.
Yeah, because she would have given one each.
Oh, were there 4? I thought it was just 1. Fair enough.
They
Took
gave out 4 enhancing crystals, yeah.
Cool. Which adds its own set of questions, but that's something we'll deal with afterwards.
Alright, is that all?
you're in.
We're ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to take a 5-foot step back for a second, and then I'm going to grab the weapon enhancement crystal thing and use it. And I don't think I have an opportunity to activate my magical armor ring right now, so I'll wait to do that. That's a standard action to activate that, right?
The ring is a move, but you need to use a move and the standard to take out the crystal and use that.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. That wouldn't be something that I could activate as part of a move action for like a 5-foot
No.
step, would it? Okay. Okay. So now my weapon is a +1 weapon right now, right?
Yes. The Ronso's ghost is going to float to the side, point towards Drazenka, as you can feel a heavy weight upon your chest as you feel your necklace start to shake. As your faith is pulled from you, and you take 6 MP damage.
Does something happen if that's more than or MP than I have?
No.
Well, that reduces a lot what I can do. Was what I was gonna do at least.
Edwin.
So the description of the enhancement is could have sworn there was a point where you can throw it at someone to enhance their weapon.
You
Is that
can.
right?
And yeah.
Cool. Can I throw mine at Drazenka?
At her sword, yeah.
Do I need to roll for that?
It'd be a touch attack. You'd have to move out of cover unless you want to add a +4 to your AC, and it'd be a -2 to first range movement.
So if I stood here, I know that would provoke, but would it work?
Yeah, that'll work. It'll provoke, but there won't be any penalties to it.
Yep, that is what I'm going to do. Because this is not part of my story. Yeet.
The Ronso is going to place its hand upon you, Edwin, as you just make a reflex save, please.
Okay.
As you throw that, you'll see it crash across Drazenka's sword as it glows slightly, and you feel incredibly hot as a heat rises from your cloak as you are engulfed in flames. You will take 4 fire damage and are currently burning.
Just a point, I was going to take the treatment that allows me to treat burning at level 4, but here we are. Alright.
Drazenka.
Just look at Edwin like, don't do anything stupid like that again. 5-foot step. I can't cast anything, so wait, no, I can't do Swift.
If you want, I don't know if you can. If you move to there. I could go there and you can get flanking.
Sure. I'll step over here then. It's better because I'm next to Edwin. What it's
Now,
worth.
5 foot over, so Jazenka can get it, and then I'll do the rest of my turn after Jazenka.
I'm just double checking something. That is... Yeah, that's a Swift, so I can't do that anyway. That's fine. I will Swift to put Channel Smite on. Fuck it. They traded my fate. I'll throw in Shatter Strike as well.
We'd love to see it.
I don't know if Ice is gonna do anything, but we'll find out. Then yeah. Wait for Al to get in position and take an attack.
Alright.
I need to put this one in actually, hang on. I'll just do manually for now. I'm messing with it.
We fucking love to see it. Look at
The
that roll.
+1
Love
should
that.
be, for the magic stuff. Or both of the attack.
Sorry.
You
Yeah, that
slash
was good.
you slash into the ghost as its form goes in and out. However, you can see the ice surrounding your blades pretty much melts instantly, but you do deal damage.
What about the holy? Does that do more? It's weak
Is that
to
a question
holy.
for me?
I'm just wondering, does that have like any visual effect on it?
Not that you would tell it's just the holy, because it all happens at once.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it.
Ow.
Al will be spending the rest of her turn transforming.
Do your weapon,
Just-
your natural weapons count as magical? Because if not,
Not
they won't do
yet.
anything. So it won't do anything. Like it'll literally pass through it.
Then the only thing I can do is use that crystal on my axe.
No, sorry, not to like say don't do that, but it won't do anything, unfortunately.
I'll have to do that then. I'll use the crystal on my axe.
Can you just eat
Right.
it? Would it enhance your bite? Can you just like?
No. That's a
It
different
specifically says that no, doesn't work on natural weapons.
Fair enough.
Al, as you take out the crystal, the monster will attack attunes you. I take it you don't want to transform since you know you won't be able to do anything.
Pretty much.
And as it touches you, you will take. Actually, give me a reflex save, please, first.
Sorry, did you ask me a question?
A reflex save, please.
Ew.
You will take 11 fire damage and are set on fire. And as you use the crystal, it will attack you again.
Probably should have 5 steps.
He 5 steps to help Jazenka.
I already, yeah.
Ah.
It's already 5 foot.
And he'll hit you again for another 3 fire. Zyron.
Now we're both on fire, but you're better at it.
I mean, if I'm completely honest, if I go below... no, I've already used my break, never mind.
I'm gonna say screw it to the ring for now. I'm gonna step up to here, and then I'm gonna make a single precise strike against this guy. I have flanking with Al, yes.
No, she's not Dragonborn. Could
Oh,
go
she's
there, though,
not
get banked with
Dragonborn.
Edwin.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that instead.
We don't know if
Alright.
they take precision, but that's a good roll anyway, so it's fine.
They don't take precision
You bastards. Alright,
because it's incorporeal.
I'll stab his ghost kidney.
So then it takes 4 or less than that. Wait, hold on. Oh, this doesn't include the +1 either, so the attack is 1 higher and the damage is 1 higher, but it takes 4 or less damage because it's not taking my charisma.
So it's 10, basically.
Yeah.
Still good though.
You stab into the ghost. There you'll know you're doing less than normal.
And that will be it for now.
The ghost lets out a deathly howl, as everyone needs to give me a fortitude save, please. That's an initiative roll.
I realised. So it would be 24 for Al.
Alright. Everyone aside from Zyron will save against the effects. Zyron, your life force is pulled away from you as you take 9 shadow damage. As the
Oof.
ghost seems healthier for it. Edwin.
I know what's
Just
about
thank
to happen, and I don't want it to.
Do you want me to stop? Like, do you want your limit
No, I'm not gonna. I've not done a limit break on this character yet, so
break? It's.
it would be nice,
Tell you what,
but
I can't. The problem is I can't stop. I can't stop myself from doing a 4-round action. Yeah. Sorry, Drew. I kind of want to keep you alive rather than doing a limit break. If that's cool.
You
that's
can hold
fine.
till after him.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to do a full round action.
I know I can. I
You
can
can.
hold my turn. I will hold
Yeah,
my
just
turn.
hold after Zyron and you can still do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I'll just-
before the thing, so could do that.
Also, Jazenka, if you could have like 1 hit point of damage, that would be fantastic, because it would allow me to come back to where I was, but that's not going to happen.
Chuzanka.
I am going to Channel Smite again. Sure should be correct.
So we've learned that
Please, I'm
Shadow
getting
Strike is... Yeah,
something with my attack roll.
You slash into the ghost yet again as you part the wisps, but it still stays up. Ow.
Will attack with her X. No.
You swipe out with your axe, but fail to connect with the ghost, as you will continue to burn free fire. Zyron.
Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back, and then I am going to activate my limit break, time break. Does this still count as flanking with Edwin? Because I'm attacking from directly across.
And you flank with your ranged attack.
It's still a melee attack?
Sure.
Not like this. Do you have a hero point?
I do have a hero point, and I'm going to use it.
What type is that extra damage?
Non-elemental damage.
Alright.
Here, I'm going to post this for you.
Yep, that's fine.
And now I'm going to go to my hero point and take it away.
Take it away now.
And I'm just gonna re-roll time break. We keep everything else the same, but change the. Oh wait, no, this is not a +4. This is just a re-roll. Okay.
Not reroll. Oh, Jesus!
It's
hero point
incorporeal,
giver.
so it's immune to crits.
It doesn't matter. It still hits.
It still
Yeah.
hits.
That's fine that it didn't confirm
Doesn't
that.
matter.
It didn't confirm, so I don't get the temporal point.
I mean,
You
19
missed.
damage is still spicy as shit. Sorry, go on.
You slash across the ghost of the Ronso. Still doing less damage than normal.
And then I think with that I can.
You have a move if you want to put the ring on. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my move action to do that.
Alright. Edwin.
Thematically, Edwin will stab himself in the leg with something and mutter about something, and then use surgery. So this will provoke. So even before I move, so effectively as I get to here, it will provoke. So let me know what happens.
It will slap you for 1 fire.
1 fire, cool. Does the burning happen at the end of my turn?
The end.
Cool. I am going to move to here. Actually, no, I'm going to move to here. And I'm going to use surgery on myself, Ow, and Zairin. Going to be a lot of my uses. For 34 health for anyone who wants it. Use it's gone. That's me done.
It goes to the Ronso. Who will point at Drazenka and ask you to make a fortitude save, please.
Then the team fuck
Ask
poison.
away.
Nah.
Drazenka, you feel thinner and weaker as you take 6 shadow. As the soul becomes fuller. It is then going to Viper Step to here. Drazenka.
I'm gonna hold after Ow.
Ow.
We'll come on around and attack. +1.
Come around and land a hefty slash to the back of the ghost. As you yourself will take 4 fire damage. Drazenka.
I will try slash it again with Channel Smite.
Blanking now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Oh, this is
whoa!
Your sword shines very brightly as you slash through the ghost, as more of it is segmented away, but it's still up. Zyron.
I think this ghost seems to be a lot of fire, right? I think the best thing I might be able to do is use a fish scale.
He's weak to holy and water.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use a fish scale. I need to look up exactly how much that does.
3d6 plus 5? Yeah.
Uh, 3d6 plus 6, actually.
Oh, wow.
Still got a hit.
Yeah, I
Lovely.
gotta roll.
Are you gonna 5 foot so you don't take a -2?
Oh, sure, I guess.
I guess.
Right with that ranged attack.
Yeesh.
You attempt to throw the fish scale at the ghost. Instead, you will miss and hit the wall at the other side.
Rats.
Edwin.
Is going to 5 foot step to here and pair a. I'm gonna have to prep triage because that's the best one I could do single target because I can't prepare a surgery because it's full round for Drazenka because I have a feeling that something's gonna happen next round. Speed up. I burn.
Alright, you will take 5 fire damage, Edwin.
Oh.
The Ronso is going to lock eyes with Drazenka. I need you to give me a will save, please.
Here we go. These are always fun.
Good at those, right?
Mm.
Keeping that.
I'm gonna hero point. I'm just. Do I want to just +4 it or do I want to reroll it?
That's on you. I mean, mathematically, it's kind of 6 and 2 3s.
Gonna
We
use
know
a
what
hero
she's
point.
doing. Sorry, God.
I don't know what she's doing. I'm gonna hero point that to an 18.
Alright. You start to hear screams in the back of your minds, but you're able to will them away as they disappear and nothing happens. Ow.
She will continue to slash.
Nice. Good slash.
Good shit.
All the
Plus
big
1 to
rolls
the
as you
damage.
cut across its back.
Excellent slash.
Drazenka.
Try and put an old channel smite. Spicy.
You cleave through the ghost as it becomes fainter and fainter. Zyron.
Okay. Well, I can either try that one last time with my last fish scale, or I could try to attack it. And I feel like fish scale is probably going to do more damage if it hits, so I'm going to go ahead and try that. Okay, where's my last fish scale?
I would say if you want, you can wait until my turn and I can go over and aid another to give you a +2.
Nah.
Alright, go for it.
Oh, wouldn't have helped anyways. Okay, that's it for fish scales.
You just straight dunk it to the floor as if it's a rugby. Edwin.
It's on fire. Will go to here, will swift action triage himself. My own last fish scale. And heave through it. Nope. That's me done.
Okay. Edwin and Al, I need you both to give me one reflex. Zyron and Jazenka, I need you to give me... No. Edwin, I need you to give me one reflex. Everyone else needs to give me two.
What is this?
What is this? How you do this to me?
Alright, the ghosts will let out a massive scream as the fires surrounding Edwin and Al will explode outwards. As Edwin is just in the right spot to only be hit by one of these. As Edwin takes 6 fire damage, Zy takes 13, Drusenga takes 19, and Al takes 26.
You can hear Edwin cracking his knuckles and pulling out syringes.
My time to shine.
Al.
We'll slash out at the ghost. +1 to attack and damage.
Yet again, another strong slash into the ghost. Drusenka.
Let me perks, but they're kind of useless in this situation. So instead, just gonna toss in my last channel smite. I'm gonna use my last 0 point to put that attack to 19.
Alright.
Just to be safe.
As you let your sword shine yellow yet again with holy light, Al can swear she sees a crystal form above the Ronso. And by Ronso, I mean Drusenka. Pushing her forwards as she slashes through the ghost, and the ghost will explode.
Nice.
With the ghost going to wherever it goes after it has been banished, you can both hear and see the longsword in its sheath and the headband that was adorning the ghosts hit the icy floor.
I know time, but did that ghost look like Drazenka?
No.
Not Drazenka the person, but like, did it have any familial connection?
No.
Alright.
Step up and pick up the items that were dropped.
As I said before, both the headband and the longswords have designs of Shiva across them, though now they are no longer cracked or slashed. They seem to be pristine.
I hope you can rest well, cousin.
Are you alright, Drazenka?
I think so.
You still have to do some carving or something now, right?
Yes, I was tasked to carve a new queen. That will take me quite a while, I imagine.
If you need any help with anything, just let me know. I'll do my best.
It may be worth spending some time to rest and contemplate on what we've done here. I have a feeling that after that I might be able to help you in a more tangible way.
Can I roll spellcrafts on the items?
Yes.
I will aid Edwin.
Sadly, you have no clue what the headband is. But you know the longsword is +1. And with the apparition destroyed and some stones to carve out, we will end the session here.
Thank you for the
And
session.
feel free to level up in the week.
Yay!
Can I just ask, would a craft help here? Like masonry or something to that effect? Like sculpture? Or is that more like a... Is it more of a faith-based thing? Because I don't want to put the points in it for no reason.
It will come down to crafts, and I forget what the thing is called when you chisel rocks. I don't know if it would be masonry.
Sculpture?
I was going to say sculpture.
Yeah, sculptor.